Why are there only 21 million Bitcoins? And why are there only 3 that are still remaining to be found? Where are they?
3 million?
Yeah.
They are...
18 have been found and they're owned.
They're owned. And I would venture to say that maybe 2 million of that 18 is lost.
How'd that
never
happen?
to be recovered.
How'd that happen?
People
mine them and lose their computer?
back in the day.
Who did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have a wallet somewhere. It was back in the day when Bitcoin wasn't worth anything, like
Right.
10 cents a coin. And they're like, oh, man, I just threw away a hard drive or something. And then 5 years later, that hard drive was worth millions. And that Bitcoin is never recoverable because, remember, there's no centralized entity. And now there are ways that you and I can recover. That was old school Bitcoin, right? There are software applications that give us backups now. There's no like request a new password. There's no central administrator, but there are like ways that you can recover a digital wallet through seed phrases and other things that are kind of a cryptographic way of recovering your Bitcoin. So people don't need to worry about like, losing their Bitcoin anymore. I mean, it's still something you need to understand and not send your Bitcoin to the wrong address because that could cause it to be lost, or not lose a hardware wallet or something like that. You still got to be smart, but you don't have to be tech savvy like you did back in the day when like you literally wrote down a seed phrase or your wallet address, your private key on a piece of paper. We still use paper and write seed phrases on paper, but that's a backup. You've got your private key cryptographically and digitally stored on either on a hardware wallet that's like a cold storage wallet that's not connected to the internet, or on a hot wallet that's part of an exchange. Like if you don't have a lot of crypto, it's okay to keep a few $1,000s in an exchange. If that exchange gets hacked, you could be in trouble. But it's impossible to hack the Bitcoin blockchain. It is possible to hack an exchange like Coinbase.
Or Crypto.com.
Or Crypto.com. Or those are all exchanges. Kraken, Coinbase, Crypto.com, FTX, Voyager. Those could be hacked. And they have in the past once or twice. But not in the last couple of years. Like the mainstream exchanges don't get hacked. Like it's like the small, like crappy ones that get hacked.
So where are the 3 million that are yet to be discovered?
So they don't really exist. There's not like a vault. They are brought into existence. They are brought into existence when the Bitcoin software, if you will, or the Bitcoin code base awards a block reward to a miner.
When the Bitcoin creator invented this and said, why'd they settle on 21 million as being the finite number that they would create?
I get that question a lot, and I've heard other people get that question. I don't really know if that's ever been. I mean, there's probably some Reddit forums about it. I don't know if anybody knows for sure.
None of them that I've read about that really say anything that makes sense.
There is a lot of speculation about the reason for it, but in short, it's just a non-inflatable asset, right?
So when these miners find these last 3,
last 3 million,
what's going to happen to the value?
Will probably be a heck of a lot. It'll probably be a heck of a lot more than it is now, because the last Bitcoin will be mined in the year like 2145 or around there.
It's going to take that long to find the last 3.
'Cause
so the first 18 that have been found were the easiest.
Yes, because back in the day, you could mine 100 Bitcoin per block. The block reward was 100 Bitcoin, and it's been halving every 4 years. So like think about this hyperbolic deceleration of Bitcoin coming into the market. You've got hyperbolic's the wrong word. What is the word I'm thinking of? Exponential. Yeah. So you have an exponential effect when you continue to have every 4 years. So it's 3.175, and then we get down to less than a Bitcoin in like 20 years that's being mined every 10 minutes. Then you have a fraction. So it can really push out the date. We'll all be dead by the time the Bitcoin is fully mined, and by then the Bitcoin will be worth way more than it is now.
Right.
And the miners at that point will be securing the network in return for fees. They get, in addition to the block reward, they do get transaction fees.
Sure.
So.
I got you.